the question was, where does cognition fit in the whole?
I feel that the cognition comes in when it comes to what we call jnana and yoga, the knowledge, the wisdom. So reading the sutras, reading the Bhagavad Gita, where we have our intellect, that's where the cognition comes in. But the presence is just being. Yeah.
So it's just to be aware, be mindful, disconnect, and live in the moment without really thinking.
Correct.
So it's like the Tao of yoga.
Correct. Exactly. Because, there's lots of studies that's showing this, that really we have an over-reliance on the brain because that's how we've been conditioned. That's how we've been taught. Every system, every Babylon that we know starts here. But there is more wisdom and knowledge that comes from the heart, the one love, the reggae. That's why we're here. So yes, don't throw out your cognition. You need it to get you from point A to point B, but don't become a slave to it. Become the master of the mind. And we master the mind when we come into stillness, when we can be here now without being pulled in 50 different directions.
Yeah, that's good.
We live in a world that glorifies busyness, especially for women. Oh, I'm busy. I can't do this today. I'm busy. And really mindfulness can't come into busy because there's no space. You be still and know. That's where expansion comes from.
I love this saying that says, never mistake activity for achievement.
Ashe. Big one.
And I was talking to my friend about it, and without even a hesitation, he processed it and turned to me and said, yes, never mistake busyness for business.
Word. And many of us are busy because we're running away from ourselves. Especially in this was to me the gift of this pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, that we had to sit with ourselves. Be still and know. Sit down and shut up and look where you do. That was the invitation.
Yeah.
And if you did that, so many of us grew leaps and bounds because we were able to do that. If you got caught up in the matrix, yeah.
Sorry for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the pandemic was a bit of a awakening, or what would you say?
From a spiritual standpoint, whatever that is, it was definitely an initiation and a rite of passage. It was an opportunity to level up, and many of us have. Many of us started businesses that we have spoken about that we never did. The other thing as well is, because we were in a situation that we had never been in our lifetime, there was creativity. So those of us who are artists could have taken things to a whole nother level. Now, I at the same time, I do not want to discredit or dishonor those who lost families and friends. That's a real thing, but it is also the inevitability of life.
Right.
And for me personally, when the pandemic kind of came in, I laughed because I said, yes, Joy, you have some lesson you want to teach me now. And so I learned some things about myself that I didn't know. I saw income go from this to practically zero. And, I saw myself, I had to pivot, as they said. Thank God I know how to be on camera and speak, and, so I was able to do that. It deepened into my writing. I mean, it was a blessing at so many levels, but it was a journey. And you know what's funny, Big John? Looking at us on the cruise. I mean, I could almost cry, because it's like when I look at some of us, I go, yeah, we went through some things. We went through some, including me. But
really?
Here we are. Yeah, man.
Truly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We went through some things. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Now, you want to give your social media and stuff so that if people see this, they can
Nadine
connect with
McNeil.
you?
Yes, I would love to connect with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Universal Empress, Instagram, not so much on Facebook. Universal Empress, and the website is also universalempress.com.